Hey guys, part two to pace setters. We're learning this technology game here, and apparently we only had 40 minutes on our meeting thing, and your directors love to chat. We'd spent about half an hour chatting before we started this gig, so we ran out of time. So it's okay, we can just beat the system and start a second recording. So back to Danielle to wrap us up here. Here she is.
Hey guys, okay, I'm going to wrap this up. I promise. I'm going to wrap this up. Okay, so I just want to, in wrapping this up, I'm going to say there's two key things for me for my emotional management now. That is prayer and reaching up. And, Mary Kay says God first, family second, career third. And I think that's a huge thing. I'm not going to reach down anymore. I'm not going to reach sideways anymore. I think it causes us not to be accountable to what we really know we need to be. Sorry about that. As a telephone call. I think it causes us not to be accountable to ourselves when we decide that we're not going to reach up, because it makes it too easy for us to let ourselves off the hook. And I can't do that anymore. My girls doesn't mean that I'm don't reach different people, but it is God first, family second, career third. Oh my gosh, everybody's so busy that I'm all of a sudden just very, very popular. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's the hair. I don't know. But anyway, I don't worry what people think about me near as much anymore, because I know who I am in Christ, number one. And number two, I stay in a circle that I know that builds me up and is not constantly doing this constructive criticism thing. I certainly understand praising someone to success now, as Mary Kay put it. And I think it's very important that you understand who your circle of friends are, even if it's with your family. It's okay to put boundaries down. It's because it's emotional health for you to put some boundaries down. I've had to decide, this is very real. I've had to decide that there are some people in my life that I can no longer, not just necessarily hang around, but there's a time limit that I can be with them. Okay. Because once it starts going into the drama, this mama's out. So this mama don't do the drama. All right. All right, so here's some things about changing your emotional management. I would suggest praying, getting in the Word, of course, putting God first, reading, reaching out to your director. I'm talking about your business as well as I am your personal life. I put my I can't believe it.
You're good.
I'm reaching out to my director, putting my priorities first, going to the gym, which God is first, going to the gym, going to the park. Oh my God, I'm going to the park now because I enjoy it. Oh, it's fun to go to the park. If you can't find me, well, maybe I shouldn't tell you my secrets. If you can't find me, I'm at Woodward Park or I'm at Utica Square. But, anyway, I love going to the park, and it's okay to do stuff that I enjoy instead of giving myself 100% to somebody else. But you know what the secret is to that? When you do what you know is good for your soul, for your emotions, it's so much easier to give out once you're full. That's how I believe it. My director now does never, I can say this with full confidence, never has to ask me about my commitment. She doesn't have to ask me if I'm going to meeting. I better be at meeting. I'm having meetings now. But she doesn't have to ask me if I'm going to meeting. She didn't have to worry about if I was coming on Tuesday night to Oklahoma City. And yes, it was a 2-hour drive and 2-hour back home. But it was worth it. It was an investment in me. She doesn't ever have to ask me if I'm going to career conference. She doesn't have to ask if I'm going to fall retreat. She knows that I know that those who show up, go up. Even in life, in your marriage, in your friendships, with your relationship with God, when you show up, you go up in any area of your life. You see, when I started to manage my emotions, I quit letting everyone else dictate what I wanted to be and started being steadfast and committed to what I knew was right for me and my family. And then change began. That's kind of deep, isn't it? To me, it's deep. I quit letting everybody else dictate to me what I thought or what they thought I needed to be. And now I knew what was right for me, for my family. And then that's when change began. Walking across that stage in my blue director suit this year, that was huge. And that's the last thing I'm going to say, because did I want to go from red to black to blue? I wore the black director suit just a few months. Did I want to do that? You bet I did. But something happened in me when I got up those stairs backstage and I walked out, and it was like I went through a threshold, and life, everything I had worked for was great, and now I was going to a new level, and it was here, and I'm emotionally ready for it. Have I been on a roller coaster of emotions? You better believe I have. Whew! Up, down, up, down. But guess what? I haven't achieved it all yet. And guess what I'm doing now? I'm getting on another roller coaster. You know why? Because I want to continue going up. And I know that ride is going to be great, because I have surrounded myself and put my priorities first to be able to do what I need to do in this business. God first, family second, career third, working with my director, working with those leaders, and putting a circle of friends and a circle of people around me that I know that will build me up and not tear me down. Because right here, if you don't watch it, it'll affect here. But when you got your heart going right and you got your head going right at the same time, your roots go really deep. So that's what I have to say about emotional management. That's kind of been my journey. Sorry it took so long, but it's very important to me.
Oh, that was so great, Danielle. So.
Thank you.
I'm going to share things here. And you guys, the storytelling of this teaching today came, it's all my fault. Because I wanted her to share the length of that. Because that is a gift that Danielle has for telling stories. She sent me an outline last night. I'm going to tattle on her. I said, what are you going to share about tomorrow? And it was all of these great tips that were woven in there today. But it had nothing to do with this woman. This woman is humble. And she won't talk about herself. But we asked her, me and Deanne both felt like it was best for her to share this topic because we've watched her grow emotionally. And I just want to share a few of the things that I picked up from your story today that I thought was great. You said the truth might tick you off first, but then it will set you free. And that's what good emotional management is. It's just getting real with whatever crud is going on between those two ears and getting real with it. I love that you were extremely clear about your emotional why. I love that we can see it right behind you. You guys see in that home. And if you saw the home she's living in right now, it's very similar to the one on that poster. This woman has got that emotional why so clear, because just wanting to get a directorship, it doesn't make you get out of bed in the morning. But when she knew exactly what she was going to do for Alex and her husband in their home, you guys, I watched her change when she got clear on that emotional why. I watched her stay in constant contact, and it wasn't that I was great. You guys, it's not that anybody, your director is the best. It's not that, you need to call Deanne every day because she's the only one that knows anything. But here's why, you guys. When we stay in constant contact, it keeps our emotions in check because the stories don't get to be real. Danielle and I were talking a few months ago. We're like, man, July was crummy. Everybody must have had a terrible July. And then we got on a director call and somebody was like, I had a $20,000 month. And we're like, okay, not everybody. So what Danielle was saying about staying in constant contact, it keeps those stories in check. We're like, you know what, no one's booking. And we're like, is she the $1,000 party? Okay, somebody's booking. And so I love that she talked about staying in contact. You guys may have wondered why that's on your voucher. That's because it's emotional management. She talked about showing up to events. Guys, that's emotional management. Surround yourself by those positive people. She talked about gathering together for those things. She talked about taking advice from people you're willing to trade places with. Major emotional management, because there is plenty of people in this world who want to give us unsolicited advice. It's my new pet peeve. And so, Danielle, I love that you brought that up tonight. I love that you talked about praying together with others, surrounding yourself with other people, that you sought out wisdom from those, because sometimes it's not always your director who can give you wisdom in an area, and she sought out spiritual wisdom from people in her path, you guys. And I love that she talked about she quit letting others dictate what she thought, and that she took time for herself, because you can only give to others what you have inside of you. So Danielle, I love that you wove all of that into your story beautiful emotional management training. Yay for you. Deanne, you can share your favorite thing if you want. Before you, Dan's going to explain our next voucher. And you guys, Danielle, what's really cool is each director got to help create the voucher this time for what they're trading on. And so you guys are going to love all the fun, surprise, and delight things Danielle came up with that go right along with emotional management. So, Deanne, I'm going to turn it over to you to explain the new voucher. You can share your favorite part if you want.
Well, Danielle, I just want to brag on you that you are such an amazing teacher. And I love that when you teach, you just share your whole heart. And I love that what you talked about getting super clear, because for me that's very important in when we have emotions, because we all have emotions. I hope you heard that from today, is we all have them, and it's a journey that we continue to go on, but when we know that why, it's easier to get back to where we're supposed to be. And so I think that was probably one of my favorite things. I could go on and on, but let's go ahead and talk about the next voucher. So, all right. So I hope that you all, I'm going to start with this. Okay. I hope that you all had an amazing week and your voucher was completely filled out and that you got every single point possible. I hope that that's what happened. But if that's not what happened, that's totally okay, because we're all human and we just keep on going, because the goal in this is progress, not perfection. So, all right. So Steadfast, voucher number 2. Reba, we'll have to make for sure. Tuesday night, we're switching to Wednesday night. Okay. I want to make for sure. Mine is an old copy, so don't worry about that. Wednesday night, 8:30. And don't forget, needs to be 8:30. Set your alarm at 6 and send it at 6. So in case something happens, we're not stressing at the last minute. Okay. Because that just makes my life easier. So steady habit points. So remember, these are the same. So watch an inspirational video, post it to the Facebook group, and box your director with the thoughts. So remember, you have to watch and box. Get 10,000 points for that. Send your director a Voxer message Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday for 25,000 points. Okay, so here's a hard, cold reality. If you do not do it on Thursday, you do not get the points. Okay? You have to do it all the days, and you get 25,000 points. Okay? Collectively, for all the days. Okay? Listen to the $1 million message Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. There's not a message Saturday or Sunday, 25,000 points. Same thing. You have to listen to it every day. We're talking about building consistent, steady habits. So that's why this time is so important, that you do it every day to get the points. Get 1 booking a day, or 7 this week, 25,000 points. Have an interview with 3 women or people, I guess we could say, or people, probably should say people, with your director this week, 25,000 points. Generate 25 new leads, 25,000 points. See 8 new to you faces this week, 25,000 points. So not your customer you facialed last week, new to you, remember? Have 300 in retail sales without tax, 25,000 points. Attend your weekly meeting and bring a guest if applicable, 25,000 points. Read 25 pages in an inspirational book, 10,000 points. For every party you have booked that has guests who begin responding to you, 15,000 points. Every team member you add this week, 40,000 points. And if you complete everything, you get an extra 30,000 points. Everything. So exciting. Okay. Now, the fun, surprise, and delight. So here's what's different. The surprise and delight points. So give yourself points. If you finish your 4th quarter star, I think that's the 1st quarter star. I think that might be a typo. Sorry. If you have finished your star for this quarter, okay, or you move up to a higher level than last week, you get points, 25,000 points. So give yourself points if you have already finished your star or if you move up to the next level. Shadow your director to a facial or facial party with the new tools. Double your points if you record her and listen to it again. So you come with me to a facial, you get points for that. You double it if you record what I say and then listen to it again, okay? Spend 30 minutes doing something that brings you joy, okay? And I don't know what it is. If you're in my unit, I want to know, like, I spent 30 minutes, whatever you're doing. Hopefully it's not laundry, because I don't know who enjoys laundry, but something fun, something that's going to re-energize you. Like we learned from Danielle, we have to take time for ourselves. So something that brings you joy. Mine will be take a bath, I'm pretty for sure. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Send your director a Voxer message about your emotional why
after this week's recording, after you watch it. I think you got the copy before I did all the fixing. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I printed it and I didn't realize it was not the revised copy. Excuse me. Okay, so send your director a message about your emotional why after you watch this video. Give yourself points if you have already registered and paid for fall retreat. And then super fun this week, I will record a Voxer message with all of the details about this here in just a second. But listen to the Dream Date Voxer in the Facebook page. Under the Dream Date assigned video, read carefully and follow the instructions. I love all of you eyes, but I'm talking to you. Read carefully and follow the instructions. Don't just do what everybody else might be doing. Listen to the Voxer. So I'll go into lots of details in the Voxer about what a dream date is. But it truly can be a business life-changing event if you take it serious. And we want you to take it serious. We want this to be something that is beneficial, that changes your view, that helps you be more clear, that really, really is beneficial to your business, not just you surfing the internet for 30 minutes. Cold hard truth. Okay. But that is the next Voxer. We love you all. We're so excited. Keep playing the game, y'all. There will be weeks that are amazing and there will be weeks that are not. But keep playing the game because remember, we are working for progress, not perfection. Hope you guys are having a great day.
Yay, Ian. So good. Okay, guys, here's what I'm going to share in finale. What she just said. We are working for progress here. And none of us are perfect on emotional management. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I went through the whole emotional wheel today and yesterday. But what helps people in this business move forward is those who are able to figure out their emotions a little quicker and to deal with things and have tools available. And so Danielle did a great job tonight. Your voucher this week is going to take you through some really fun emotional things. You guys are going to love Danielle's little task she added on there for us. And thank you, Deanne, for doing all the details for us. And I love our team. So thank you guys. Have a great week. And just remember, like she said, you're working for progress. Bye.